A developer is testing a new application feature in isolation to avoid affecting the main system. What environment are they using? Production environment, sandbox environment, development environment, staging environment, or backup environment. And by the way guys, Skill Test Pro, if you didn't know, this is very close questions and answers to the real exam. If you are interested, you should also go and try this out for yourself. And this is also one of the cheapest resources where you can find different questions and answers, and where you can take tests as you pay here membership, or for example you can get lifetime membership for life for less than $20 or $30. It is for life membership, or less than $10 you can get for monthly membership, and you can get access to all their different exams for CompTIA. They include all CompTIA certifications, all Microsoft certifications, and all Cisco certifications. So let's get back to our question. So what is the correct answer here? And the correct answer is sandbox environment, as sandbox environments isolates testing and prevent impact on the main system. Production runs live applications, development is for coding, and staging mimics production, and backup stores data, non-isolating test like a sandbox. Next question, a network administrator needs to remotely configure a switch. Which protocol should they use? So for a switch, if you would want to access a switch remotely, and keyword here is remotely. If you are a network admin, you want to remotely configure a switch, which protocol you would use? FTP, HTTP, IMAP, NTP, or SNMP? Simple Network Management Protocol is actually the correct answer also to this question. A simple network management protocol enables remote configuration and monitoring of network devices like switches, FTP transfer files, or HTTP, which is Hypertext Transfer Protocol, servers which serves web pages, and IMAP retrieves emails, and NTP synchronizes clocks, or NTP stands for I believe it was a network time protocol, non-suitable for device configuration. And next question, a computer's USB ports stop functioning, but other components work fine. What should the technician check first? So if your computer's USB ports stop functioning, so your USB doesn't work on your computer, what should the technician check first? BIOS settings, USB drivers, network adapter, power supply voltage, or monitor connection? And the correct answer here is USB drivers, as non-functioning USB ports are often caused by missing or corrupt USB drivers. BIOS settings affect the hardware initialization, network adapters impact connectivity, power supply issues affect all components, and monitor connections affect display, non-specific for USB. A security analyst detects a website redirecting users to malicious web pages. What type of attack is this? So, if your website if website which you are trying to visit redirects users or you to some other page or malicious pages. Phishing, SQL injection, brute force, cross-site scripting, or zero-day attack. And the correct answer here is cross-site scripting, as cross-site scripting, or XSS, and you might ask why they didn't put in CSS, because in development or in technology we already have a shortcut which is CSS, which stands for Cascading Style Sheets, and that's why cross-site scripting is with XSS. This is just for information. And here let's get back to our answer. Injects malicious or cross-site scripting injects malicious code into websites, redirecting users to harmful pages. Phishing tricks users, SQL injection targets databases, brute force guesses passwords, and zero-day attack exploits unknown vulnerabilities, non-involving website redirects. A database administrator needs to automate an action, such as login changes when a record is updated. What should they create? Database view, database trigger, foreign key, table index, or data validation rule. And the correct answer here is database trigger, as the database trigger automates actions like logging changes when the record is updated. Views create virtual tables, foreign keys enforce relationships, indexes improve performance, and validation rules ensure accuracy, non-automatic actions. A GIS analyst needs software to map environmental data for a city. Which software type should they use? CRM software, SCM software, CAD software, GIS software, or ERP software. And the correct answer here is GIS software, as GIS or Geographic Information System software maps and analyzes environmental data. CRM manages customers, SCM handles supply chains, CAD designs objects, and ERP integrates processes non-suitable for geographic mapping. So for geographic mapping, the GIS analyst would use GIS software. A network administrator configures a system where multiple servers share incoming web traffic. What device are they using? Firewall, DHCP server, load balancer, access point, or switch. And the correct answer here is load balancer, as load balancer distributes incoming web traffic across multiple servers for performance and reliability. Firewalls filters traffic, DHCP servers assign IPs, access points enable wireless, and switches connect devices, non-handling traffic distribution, except load balancers. Company needs a storage solution for long-term archival of legal documents. Which storage type is most suitable? So, for long-term archival or legal documents. NVMe SSD, USB drive, external HDD, optical disc, or magnetic tape. And the correct answer here is, for long term, that would be magnetic tape, as magnetic tape is cost effective and durable for long term archival of legal documents. NVMe SSDs are for high speed access, USB drives and external HDDs are portable, and optical discs have limited capacity, non-ideal for long term storage. A programmer needs to repeat a task until condition is met. Which programming structure should they use? Array, loop, function, class, or variable? And the correct answer here is loop, as a loop represents a task until a condition is met, and it is ideal for iterative tasks. Arrays store data, functions perform tasks, classes define objects, and variables store single values, non-designed for repetition. A security team wants to ensure data is unreadable if a laptop is stolen. What should they implement? So, if you want data to be unreadable, here's the keyword is unreadable. So what should they implement? Biometric authentication, network segmentation, full disk encryption, intrusion detection, or physical locks. And for unreadable or making data unreadable, we would do a full disk encryption, as full disk encryption ensures data is unreadable without the decryption key if a laptop is stolen. And next question, a computer runs slowly during multitasking and the technician notices high disk activity. What should they upgrade? CPU, graphics card, network adapter, RAM or power supply. And here the correct answer is RAM, as high disk activity during multitasking suggests insufficient RAM, causing the system to use slower virtual memory on the disk. CPU affects processing, graphics card handles visuals, network adapters manages connectivity, and power supply provide power, none directly addressing disk activity, except RAM. A network technician is setting up a topology that combines star and ring configurations for flexibility. Which topology is this? So, if you are combining a star and ring configurations or network configurations or network models, you can call it different ways. Bus, mesh, tree, hybrid or star. So what you will get if you will combine star and ring topologies. And you will get hybrid, as a hybrid topology combines multiple topologies like star and ring for flexibility. Bus uses a single backbone, mesh connects all devices, tree is hierarchical, and star uses a central hub, non-combining multiple types. And star is, just for information guys, star is most popular used network topology out there. Next question, an IT manager is purchasing software and needs to ensure compliance with usage limits. What should they review? Software license management, hardware specifications, network bandwidth, user permissions, or backup schedule. And the correct answer is software license agreement, as software license agreement specifies usage limits and compliance requirements. Hardware specs affect performance, bandwidth impacts connectivity, permissions control access, and backups protect data, non-addressing licensing. So the correct answer is software license agreement. A user accesses a website, but the browser warns of an invalid security certificate. Which protocol is likely involved? So with your browser, when you are trying to access some website, your browser is telling you or warns you, or there is a warning on your browser that there is invalid security certificate. Which protocol is likely involved in this? FTP, HTTP, HTTPS, SNMP, or Telnet. And the correct answer here is HTTPS, which is Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure, as HTTPS uses security certificates to ensure secure web connections, and an individual certificate trigger browser warnings. A computer's clock is consistently incorrect even after manual resets. What should the technician replace? So if your computer's clock is consistently incorrect, what should the technician replace in this scenario? What is that component, or what is that part in your computer which is responsible or related to this issue? RAM module, graphics card, network adapter, drivers, or CMOS battery? And the correct answer here is CMOS battery, as a failing CMOS battery causes the system clock to reset or lose time, as it powers the CMOS chip storing time settings. RAM, graphics card, network adapter, and storage drives do not affect the system clock.